Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. First is IECC. Recently, remember, IECC complex by the name Bharat Mandapam was inaugurated to host G20 meet. So where was this inaugurated? So remember, this IECC complex. What is this IECC? It is International Exhibition Cum Convention Center, right? This is a complex by the name Bharat Mandapam that was inaugurated where? It was inaugurated in Delhi, and that too at Pragati Maidan, right? And here G20 meeting will be hosted, correct? Apart from them, a G20 coin, a G20 coin and a G20 stamp was also inaugurated during this event, correct? And what this IECC complex has been named? It has been named Bharat Mandapam, and the meaning ceremony of the center was carried out using a drone, or the naming ceremony was carried out using a drone. Then apart from this, this complex will be hosting the G20 meet. When? It will be in the month of September 2023, right? This IECC complex was developed as a national project that costed around 2700 crore rupees, right? And it has a campus of around 123 acres, correct? So this is your IECC complex Bharat Mandapam that was inaugurated at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi, and a G20 coin and a stamp was also inaugurated. Here G20 meet will be in September 2023, and the estimated budget for this project is 2700 crore rupees with an estimated area of 123 acres, right? Then this IECC complex, this will include 5G, Wi-Fi, 10G internet, interpreter room to support 16 languages, advanced AV systems, building management system, light management system, data communication network system, surveillance system, air conditioning, centralized air conditioning, etc. Hello everyone. So in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of the third week of the July month. This session will be very interesting and important, so do pay attention till the end, as you will be learning multiple things that will be benefiting in your preparation. Let's start. The first question is, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation Standing Committee on Economic Statistics will be replaced by a Standing Committee on Statistics to review the framework and results of survey that were conducted for the National Statistic Office, that is NSO.
Now the question asked here is that who will be appointed as the chairman of this SCOS, that is your standing committee on statistics. So Pranab Sen, right? Pranab Sen will be the appointed as the chairman of this standing committee on statistics. That will be replacing which committee? That will be replacing SCES, that is Standing Committee on Economic Statistics. Correct? And this SCOS will be reviewing the framework and results of surveys conducted for the National Statistical Office. Correct? And Pranab Sen, he is the first chief secretarian and the former chairman of the National Statistical Commission that has been named as the chairman of SCOS. This SCOS have 10 official members and 4 non-official members. Correct? And this panel can have up to 16 members. Correct? Next, which among the following is are correct with respect to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to France in July 2023? So among the options, if we look at option A, Prime Minister Narendra Modi became the first Indian Prime Minister to have been conferred with the Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor, France's highest civilian and the military honor, by the French President Emmanuel Macron. So option A is correctly mentioned, and this is important. You all need to remember. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi was the first Indian Prime Minister to have been conferred with the Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor, and this award is presented by France. Correct? Then remember, this year 2023, it marked the 25th anniversary of India-France strategic partnership. Right? B option, India and France agreed to adopt a roadmap to set up the course for the bilateral relationship of up to 2047. Is option B correct? So yes, option B is also correctly mentioned here. C, Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited signed an MOU with Naval Group of France to collaborate in the field of surface ships that caters to fulfill the requirements of India and international naval forces. Is it correct? So remember, no, this is not correct. It was not your Madgaon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. It is actually your GRSE, that is your Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited. Correct? This and the Naval Group of France, they together signed this MOU, and this was to collaborate in the field of surface ships that caters to the requirements of India and international naval forces. So option C is wrong. What is the right option? GRSE. Next, which company has recently commissioned India's first transactional power project to Bangladesh from ultra supercritical thermal power plant in Goda, Jharkhand? First of all, remember, this is your Adani Group, right? They have commissioned India's first national transactional power project to which country? To Bangladesh. Correct? And it is located where? It is located in Goda in Jharkhand. This means here 100% of the power that will be generated in this power project will be transferred to Bangladesh. Right? This is important. Take a note. And the group is your Adani Group. Next, which bank has recently announced their support for India's national green hydrogen mission with a substantial loan of up to €1 billion to boost green hydrogen and renewable energy projects in India? It is your European Investment Bank. Correct? They will be supporting India's mission on green hydrogen, that is your national green hydrogen mission, and they are providing a loan of up to €1 billion. Correct? And it is to boost green hydrogen and renewable energy projects in India. Correct? Even if you remember, India is starting or first hydrogen power train will be commissioned or will be flagged off from Jind, Haryana. Right? And here only a power plant that will be generating hydrogen will be set up. Correct? So right option is option 1. Next, name the bank that recently signed an MOU with Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation, that is AMUL, to offer financial services to Federation's supply network Pan India under Mudra scheme. And what is Mudra? Micro Unit Development and Refinance Agency. Right? This is your Mudra scheme. Under this Mudra scheme, an MOU was signed for providing various financial services. Correct? So which is it? It is your Punjab National Bank. Right? They signed this MOU with AMUL. Correct? And it is to offer financial services to the Federation's supply network across India to the under this which scheme? Under your Mudra scheme. correct. Next, here remember PNB Punjab National Bank, this will integrate with various digital demands like QR codes, point of sale, UPI, supply chain and other EMI collections digitally and will provide working capital limits. Next, which among the following is incorrect with respect to 136th edition of the Wimbledon Championship that was held from June to July 2023? Among these, if we look at, we have to tell which among the following is incorrect. So let's assume all the options here are correct. Just option 2 is wrongly mentioned here. So if we look at the correct options, Carlos Alcaraz Spain has won the first Wimbledon title, right, in the men's single match. So Carlos Alcaraz won the men's single title. Then next, remember Neil Skupski of UK and Dutch partner Wesley Koolhof has won the Wimbledon gentlemen's double title, and Hisui Siu Won of Taiwan and Barbara of Czech Republic won the second Wimbledon ladies double title. So who won the women's single title? So remember, women's single title was won by whom? Marketa. It is not Elena Rybakina. It is actually Czech Republic's Marketa Vondrousova became the first women's single champion at Wimbledon. Correct. So option 2 is incorrectly marked. So we will say our answer for this question is option 2 because we have to find the incorrect option. Next, which among the following are correct with respect to the 25th edition of the Asian Athletics Championship held in Bangkok, Thailand in July 2023? So remember, if we look at the options here, right, we have to find the correct one. Option A, Indian contingent won 27 medals, out of which 6 were gold, 12 were silver and 9 were bronze, right? And they finished third in the overall medal tally of this 25th edition of the Asian Athletics Championship. So option A is correct here. Look at option B. Rajesh Ramesh, Aishwarya Mishra, Amod Jacob and Subha Venkateshwan has won the gold medal in 400 mixed relay event. So yes, option B is also correctly mentioned. Option C, Indian long jumper Murali Srishankar secured his qualification for the 2024 Paris Olympics after claiming a silver medal at the Asian Athletics Championship. Option C is also correct. So all these options are right. So important thing that you have to remember here is who topped the medal tally. It was Japan that topped the medal tally with 37 medals. India was on the third position with 27 medals. Correct? Mark this. Next is who discovered the world's first atomic bomb during the Manhattan Project? Or this question can be asked is that what was Manhattan Project? It was related to atomic bomb, right? And it was J. Robert Oppenheimer that discovered this first atomic bomb. Why this is important? Because a movie has been also made on this recently, correct? And it was along Barbie movie that was recently launched. So question can be asked, who is the father of atomic bomb or who is the creator of atomic bomb or the destroyer of the worlds? J. Robert Oppenheimer. Next, K.S. Subramaniam, the commanding officer of India's first submarine INS Kalvari, recently passed away in June 2023. I repeat, K.S. Subramaniam, the commanding officer of India's first submarine Indian naval ship Kalvari, has recently passed away in June 2023. So option 5 is right here, INS Kalvari. Correct. Next is which among the following are incorrect with respect to the second edition of NITI Aayog's report, that is National Multidimensional Poverty Index, a progress review 2023 released in July 2023. So among these, if we look at the options, Bihar registered the largest decline in the number of poor, that is 1.43 crore people. Is it correct? So remember, no, it is not correct. It is UP that is the state that has registered the largest decline in the number of poor people, that is 1.43 people. No, it is not 1.43, it is actually 3.43 crore people. So in this index, also remember this data is about last 15 years and it suggests that there has been a huge decline in the number of poor people in India. The fastest reduction in the multidimensional poor was observed in the state of UP on the top position, then Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha and Rajasthan subsequently. Right? Then Delhi, Kerala, Goa and Tamil Nadu. These are the states that have the least number of people that face multidimensional poverty. Correct? If we look at the option 1, India has registered a significant decline of 9.89% in the number of India's multidimensionally poor from 24.85% in 2015-16 to 14.96% in 2019-21. So option A is rightly mentioned, but we have to look for the incorrect one, but the data provided in option A is correct. And we just saw Delhi, Kerala, Goa and Tamil Nadu have the least number of people facing multidimensional poverty. This is also correct, but the right option for this question becomes answer B because of the incorrect option. Next, name the non-governmental organization NGO that recently received the special consultative status from ECOSOC, right? Which is it? It is your World Humanitarian Drive, correct? WHD. This is the NGO that received the special consultative status from ECOSOC, that is your Economic and Social Council. With this ECOSOC status, WHD, this NGO will be authorized to interact actively with various subsidies bodies, that is the Human Rights Council, right, United Nations General Assemblies and other intergovernmental bodies. And remember, this ECOSOC, it is the highest status granted to a NGO that will allow them to facilitate with the United Nations 54 member states which are elected by United Nations General Assembly over a period of 3 years. And with this they can frame various policies, right, various frameworks and various other initiatives can be launched in order for the development. Correct? So it is your WHD, World Humanitarian Drive NGO. Next, Dash became the first European nation to join the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership. I repeat, it is United Kingdom that became the first European nation to join this CEPA, Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for the Trans-Pacific Partnership. And remember, it is Europe that is the only continent, or we can say the continent that is warming up at the fastest rate. It is Europe. Correct? So right option becomes option 2. They became the first European nation to join the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership. Correct? Then remember, with this, with the inclusion of United Kingdom in this collective, or we can say with the inclusion of UK in this CEPA, that is Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, the collaborative GDP of this bloc will amount to $12 trillion. And in this, the countries are your Australia, Brunei, Canada, Chile, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Singapore, Vietnam, etc. Correct? And this is represents the 15% of the global GDP. Next, name the union minister who has recently conferred with the Global Incredible Incorporation Leadership Award from the US India SME Council, right? Who is the union minister who was recently conferred with the Global Incredible Incorporation Leadership Award from the US India SME Council? Option 4, G. Krishan Reddy, right? He's our Union Minister of Tourism, Culture and Development of Northeast region. Correct? He was conferred with the Global Incredible Incorporation Leadership Award from the US India SME Council. This US India SME Council bestowed his efforts to promote tourism and India's rich culture. So it is to promote tourism and rich culture of India. Correct? Then this award was presented by the President and Chief Executive Officer of US India SME Council, that is Elisha B. Pulivarthi. Correct? Important, take a note of it. Right? Who was awarded? G. Kishan Reddy ji. That is with the Global Incredible Incorporation Leadership Award. Next, Union Minister of Cooperation Amit Shah launched the Central Register of Cooperative Societies, that is Sahara Refund Portal, to expedite refunds for Sahara Group depositors. I repeat, Union Minister of Cooperation Amit Shah recently launched this Central Registrar of Cooperative Societies, that is Sahara Refund Portal, to expedite the refunds for the Sahara Group depositors. And initially 10,000 rupees depositors will be this amount will be returned to them. Correct? And this will be within 45 days of registration in the portal. Next, remember, the refund portal has been developed by a subsidiary of Industrial Finance Corporation Limited, that is IFCI. This is for submission of the legitimate claims by the depositors. Correct. Apart from this, around 1.7 crore investors will be beneficiarying, and the claims of up to 10,000 rupees will be handled in initial phase. Correct. So it is your CRCS, that is Central Registrar of Cooperative Societies Sahara Refund Portal, that has been recently launched. Correct. Now the question asked here is, which organization subsidiary has developed this refund portal? This was developed by, as we just saw, IFCI, that is Industrial Finance Corporation of India Limited. Next, Karotu Valakali Oman Chandi. He is the former chief minister of that state that recently passed away. He was the former chief minister of Kerala. Right, he was from Indian National Congress Party, who recently passed away at the age of 79 in Bangalore, Karnataka. Right, he served as the chief minister of Kerala twice, that is from 2011 till 2016, and then for a total of 7 years, and by serving he became the fourth largest chief minister of state of Kerala. Right. Next, and one more thing, this was his second term. If we talk about his initial term, it was from 2004 to 2006. As I just mentioned, he was the chief minister of Goa twice. Right. Next, correct option here becomes option A. Next is, which company has recently received the Economic Times HR World Future Skills Award 2023 for the best use of AI, AR, VR in learning and upskilling, and the best advance in creating an extended enterprise learning program? So which is the company that has recently received this HR World Future Skills Award 2023 for the best use of this? It is your NTPC Limited. Right, they have received this Economic Times HR World Future Skills Award 2023 for best use of artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality in learning and upskilling. Correct, and best advance in creating an extended enterprise learning program. Correct. These awards bears the testimony to NTPC's focus on adoption of the cutting edge technologies as virtual reality in learning and development. Correct. In addition, NTPC, they have also introduced several other innovative training initiatives such as your GPI Learn, Future Skills courses, and SMART modules. Moving on. Next, according to Goldman Sachs forecast in July 2023, India will become the world's second largest economy by dash year. So according to Goldman Sachs, and this forecast was released in July, India will become the world's second largest economy by 2075. Correct, and this will overtake USA, Japan, and Germany. Correct, and it will become the second largest we are talking about. Right, 2075. Next, also data was released that India will become the third largest economy by 2027. Next, according to National Institution for Transforming India, that is NITI Aayog. So NITI Aayog recently released Export Preparedness Index for 2022, and it is for states and union territories. This report was released in July. Which state has topped the index with an overall score of 80.89? So if we talk about the Export Preparedness Index released by NITI Aayog, in this the state that has topped here, it is your Tamil Nadu, and the score of Tamil Nadu in this index is 80.89. Correct. Then on top it was Tamil Nadu, on second it is Maharashtra, then Karnataka was on the third position, and Gujarat is on the fourth position. So right option is option 1 here. Correct. If we are talking about the Himalayan states, then remember Uttarakhand has topped here. If we are talking about union territories, it is Goa that has topped here. Correct. Next is, which organization recently signed an MOU with Absolute to jointly strengthen the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana? So it is your United Nations Development Program India, UNDP India, that recently tied up with Absolute. Correct, and it is to jointly strengthen the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Correct, and this will basically implement it is to boost the implementation of Fasal Bima Yojana and the restructured weather based crop insurance scheme. Basically what this will do is that if there is a bad weather, right, or if there is any natural calamity, and because of that the crops are being destroyed, then in that case the farmers will not have to bear the expense of the destruction of the crops. It will be the insurance company that will be providing them insurance for such scenarios. So it is UNDP and Absolute, they have jointly signed an MOU to strengthen the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Next, if we talk about Henley Passport Index, right, and if we talk about the third quarter of it, it is released by Henley and Partners. Here, India's passport secured 80th rank in the index with 57 visa-free countries, while Singapore was on the top position. Correct. Then what is the rank of India here? India's rank is 87, and India has a visa-free score. Oh, sorry, I repeat. India has a rank of 80, and India or Indians can travel to 57 countries visa free, whereas Singapore rank here is 1 and they can travel to 192 countries visa free. So the right option here becomes option 3. Correct. Next. Next is according to the article that is India at 100 that was published by RBI Economic Research Department in July, India needs to achieve an average annual real GDP growth rate of how much percent to over the next 5 years to become a developed nation by 2047. See, in the year 2047 India's target is to become a developed nation, right? Currently we are a developing nation, and by 2047 we want to become a developed nation, right? So for that the target is, or RBI released the data, and it is not the official statement by RBI, it was the research department that released this report India at 100, and they stated that by the year 2047, that is next for 25 years, we need to achieve a constant GDP growth rate of 7.6% of above for the next 25 years to achieve this target, right? Currently the per capita GDP is 2500 US dollar, and we want to increase it till 22,000 US dollar till 2047, that is an increase of 8.8 times in order to achieve our target. Then in this only remember World Bank, according to World Bank, if we want to become a developed nation, then per capita income or per capita GDP should be $21,664, right? According to IMF, it should be $30,351, right? Next is name the company that recently launched India's first health insurance platform with monthly subscription. It is your PhonePe, right? PhonePe, that is a their PIBS, to be exact, PhonePe's arm, that is PhonePe Insurance Broking Service Private Limited. This is a wholly owned subsidiary of PhonePe only. They have launched this health insurance plans that offers various comprehensive insurance in partnership with leading insurers, right? And with this launch, PhonePe Insurance became the first and the only platform in India that have enabled customers to pay insurances in monthly installments, right, through UPI and PhonePe application. These health insurance plans come with a coverage of up to 1 crore rupees. That is the health insurance cover up to 1 crore rupees. So this monthly subscription, and India's first health insurance platform for monthly subscription, was launched by PhonePe. Next, ADB, Asian Development Bank, retained India's GDP growth forecast at 6.4% at fiscal year 2023, right? And for the fiscal year 24, it projected to be 6.7%. Inflation, if we talk about in fiscal year 23, is around 5%, and for fiscal year 24, the inflation is projected to be around 4.5%. Correct. Next, and if we talk about the developing nations of Asia, what is the expected inflation there? Expected inflation for fiscal year 23 was 3.6%, and in fiscal year 24 it will be expected to be around 4.2%. Next, Adani Group, they have announced a plan to build the world's largest hybrid power bank. Where? So this world's largest hybrid power bank will be developed by Adani, and it is located where? It will be located in Gujarat. Correct. So Adani Group will build the world's largest hybrid power bank in the Avada Desert, right, which is in the Gujarat or Gujarat's Kutch district. Correct. Making this announcement, the company reiterated their plan to create 45 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity by 2030. When operational, the park will produce 20 gigawatt of energy. Right. So this is the world's largest hybrid power bank that is in Gujarat, that will be built by Adani Group. Next, Union Cabinet approved the bill to include the National Institute of Industrial Engineering, that is in Mumbai, as the 21st IIM of India. And with this, Maharashtra will become the first state in India to have two IIMs. One is your IIM Nagpur, that was established in 2015, and now this NITIE, it will be converted into IIM Mumbai. Right. So Mumbai will become the first state to have two IIMs, and this will be the 21st IIM, that NITIE will be converted into IIM Mumbai. Right. If we talk about this NITIE, this was established in 1963. Correct. And it was developed with the help of United Nations Development Program and ILO, that is your International Labour Organization. Then apart from this, remember this NITIE, it was ranked 7th in the NIRF, that is your National Institutional Ranking Framework for 2023. Next, name the state government that has recently signed an MOU with OneWeb to set up India's first private satellite network portal site. So which is the state government? It is your Gujarat, right? They have signed an MOU, and this MOU was signed with OneWeb. Correct. And it is to set up India's first private satellite network portal site. Correct. This project under Digital India aims to provide affordable internet access to villages, districts, panchayats, local administrative bodies, government departments, and other entities throughout India. Here, OneWeb will establish one of the two private satellite network portal sites in two villages of Gujarat. Remember, this question can be asked, that in how many villages this pilot project will be commencing? In two villages. And OneWeb is similar to that of Starlink, that is launching or making a satellite constellation in space to provide remote internet even in the remote areas, or satellite internet even in the remote areas. Which among the following are correct with respect to the visit of Minister of Defence Rajnath Singh to Malaysia in July 2023? So among these options, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh was on a 3-day visit to Malaysia. He discussed the roadmap for the 4th decade of India-Malaysia Defence Cooperation with Malaysian counterpart Mohammed Hassan in Kuala Lumpur. So option A is correct. B. Rajnath Singh inaugurated DRDO regional office in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So no, it is not your DRDO office. Actually, it is your Hindustan Aeronautics Limited's regional office that was inaugurated in Kuala Lumpur by Rajnath Singh. So this is wrong. C. Rajnath Singh unveiled the statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in the presence of INA, that is Indian National Army veterans, in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So yes, option C is also rightly mentioned here. Correct. And here, this is important that you need to remember. Question will be asked, the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose statue was recently inaugurated in where? It was inaugurated by or unveiled by Rajnath Singh in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Next, which among the following organization has recently launched a report, The Paths to Equal Twin Indices on Women's Empowerment and Gender Equality, with key highlighting that less than 1% of the women and girls live in countries with both high levels of women empowerment and high gender parity. So option 4 is correct, that is United Nations Women and United Nations Development Program. They recently released this report that states that less than 1% women and girls live in the countries with both high levels of women empowerment and high gender parity. The data is collected from 114 countries and has been analyzed based on two new indices that offer a comprehensive assessment of countries' progress in achieving gender equality. Right? Then remember this WEI. What is this WEI we are talking about? It is your next, which among the following organization bodies has recently decided to lift trading curbs on microcap stocks that come under enhanced surveillance measures, that is ESM? Correct. So it is all of the three options, that is SEBI, NSE and Bombay Stock Exchange. Correct. they decided to lift the trading curbs on the microcap stocks that come under the enhanced surveillance measures. This revised framework is applicable from 24th of July 2023. This will ease the rules for trading in stocks that remain under the ESM framework and will also enhance their liquidity. Remember, the rules of 100% margins remains unchanged here. Next, RBI cancelled the license of Dash Cooperative Bank due to lack of adequate capital and earning prospects. So remember, recently RBI cancelled the license of United India Cooperative Bank Limited, correct? And this is in Bijnor, UP, as the bank does not have adequate capital and earning prospectus to pay their present depositors in full, right? Their banking activities has been halted and they cannot uh, they cannot appoint new customers, right? They cannot have any further deposits for now. They will be working under the guidelines and their license has been cancelled, correct? It is your United India Cooperative Bank Limited. Next, which bank has recently launched Project Plash, an 8-month campaign to promote environmental sustainability? It is your Punjab National Bank, that is PNB. So remember this Project Palash, this is an 8-month campaign and it is to promote sustainability that is aimed at reducing cost and enhancing the operational efficiencies. Correct? And it is to through various measures such as your energy and resource conservation, paper reduction, waste management, optimizing digital processes, right? So we can say this will be focusing sustainable development goals, right? And this campaign is in line with the RBI's vision of sustainable finance and the sixth iteration of EASE 6.0, that is your Enhanced Access and Service Excellence 6.0 initiative by the Department of Financial Services of the Government of India. Next, name the bank that recently crossed 100 billion valuation and emerged as the world's 7th largest lender. It is your HDFC Bank, correct? After its merger with its parents company HDFC Limited, HDFC Bank has crossed a valuation of $100 billion in market cap, right? That is in your market capitalization, and it is traded a market value of around $152 billion. Correct. With this, HDFC Bank became the world's 7th largest lender. Correct. Moving ahead of the Bank of China. Next, the Punjab Mail, the fastest train in India during the British era, which now runs between Mumbai and Firozpur cantonment in Punjab, completed 111 years of operation in July 2023. Direct questions to remember, right? And it has more than 20 coaches, and this the name here is the Punjab Mail, right? Earlier it was named as Punjab Limited, correct? And this was established on 1st of June in 1912 and recently it completed 111 years. Moving on, central government implemented a key provision of the Competition Act 2023 that vests the power of appointment of Director General in the Competition Commission of India from Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So right option here is option C. The central government has implemented a key provision of this Competition Act 2023 that vests the power of appointment of Director General in the CCI. Concurrently, it also modified existing requirements or recruitment rules, right, of 2009 to change the composition of the search cum selection committee for appointment of DG. Correct. So coming back, the central government implemented key provisions of the Competition Act that vests the power of appointment of the Director General in the Competition Commission of India, that was earlier with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Next, which state government recently partnered with One District One Product program to promote the indigenous craft and the artisans of the state? Earlier it was launched in UP, and who was the brand ambassador here? Kangana Ranaut, right? Now for this ODOP, that is One District One Product, the state that has implemented it is your Gujarat, correct? This is an initiative of DPIIT, right? And with this, the aim is to foster the promotion of the indigenous crafts and artisans of the state. By implementing product tagging and story cards, the aim of the collaboration will be achieved. And here are 68 distinctive products that will be promoted under this scheme, right? This will be promoting the small businessmen, small artisans, small product makers, correct? And here with the help of this, they will be able to market their product globally and a large variety of audiences can be targeted. Next, which country has recently signed an MOC, that is Memorandum of Cooperation, with India for semiconductor supply chain partnership? It is Japan, right? India and Japan, they recently signed a memorandum of cooperation and it is for the semiconductor supply chain partnership. Next thing, remember, if I talk about the first edition of Semicon India, where was this held? It was in Bangalore, Karnataka. Where is the second edition of Semicon India held? Will be held. It will be in Gujarat. Right? Important. Take a note of this. Then Ministry of MOC, that is Ministry of this Memorandum of Cooperation, will help India to become a global hub for semiconductor industry, where India aims to develop their own semiconductors now. Next, the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying launched the first ever credit guarantee scheme under the Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund for livestock sector. And this is for operationalizing the scheme. DAHD has established a credit guarantee fund transfer of 750 crore rupees, which will provide credit guarantee coverage of up to 25% of the credit facilities extended to the MSMEs by the eligible lending institutions. I repeat, DAHD, that is Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, they launched the first credit guarantee scheme, and under which they found a trust or fund trust of worth 750 crore rupees that will be providing the guarantee of finance of up to 25% of the credit facilities extended to the MSMEs or to the eligible as MSMEs here, right? Next, name the statutory body of the Government of India that recently signed an MOU with AOAC International to enhance the food safety analytical ecosystem in India. It is your FSI, that is Food Safety and Standard Authority of India. This is the name of the statutory body of the Government of India that recently signed a memorandum of understanding with AOAC International to enhance their food safety and analytical ecosystem in India. This collaboration will promote uniform testing methods across India and will ensure setting up of strong analytical systems to meet the needs of food testing laboratories. Next, Dash Chief Election Commissioner led the three-member delegation to participate in the 11th meeting of the Executive Board of the Association of World Election Bodies in Dash. Right? So remember, who is the Chief Election Commissioner that led the three-member delegation? He will be Rajiv Kumar, right? He is the Chief Election Commissioner that led the three-member delegation to participate in the 11th edition of the meeting of the Executive Board of Association of World Election Bodies that was held in Cartagena, Colombia. Right? This was held from 10th till 14th of July. Here, ECI delegation also included Manoj Saho, who is the Deputy Election Commissioner, right? And Joint Director Anuj Chandak. Correct? As a global association, this AWEB plays a critical role for various election management bodies globally, and they form a proper guidelines that how elections should be conducted globally. So right option here becomes option second. Next, Dash became the first Arab country to be granted observer status of the Asia Pacific Group on money laundering. It is your UAE, United Arab Emirates, right? They became the first Arab country that was granted the observer status in the Asia Pacific Group on money laundering. Correct? Important. Then during this meeting, Tuvalu was admitted as the newest member of the Asia Pacific Group. With this, Tuvalu became the 41 active members now. A total of 41 active members are there. Correct? During this meeting, along with UAE, Kazakhstan was also admitted to the Asia Pacific Group observer, right? And with now this Asia Pacific Group has 9 observers. So recently the first Arab nation that got this observer status is United Arab Emirates, and a total of 9 nations are there. And apart from this, it was UAE and Kazakhstan. It was Kazakhstan, that was also admitted to this observers list. Next, name the organization that recently introduced 6 new strategies under the environmental, social, and governance category. That is your SEBI, Securities Exchange and Board of India, right? This is the regulator of the securities market. Through a circular, allowed AMC, that is asset management companies, to introduce 6 new categories under the ESG framework, that is your environment, social, and governance category, right? Currently the mutual funds are restricted to offer only one scheme with this ESG investing under the thematic category for equity schemes. SEBI introduced a more comprehensive framework for this ESG ratings called the BRSR core, that is your business responsibility and sustainability reporting core. SEBI has also mandated these ESG schemes that require them to invest a minimum of 65% of their assets under management in listed entities. Correct? Next. Next is India contributed how much? India contributed a $1 million to United Nations for promoting the use of Hindi language in the United Nations. I repeat, earlier India contributed 800,000 US dollar to UN to increase the use of Hindi, and now India contributed $1 million to UN for increasing the use of Hindi, as this was under Hindi at UN project, right? This is basically so that all the guidelines of UN can be launched in Hindi language, and that will help the Indian population or Hindi language people, those who are spread across the world, to get the guidelines in Hindi. Next. Next is name the company that recently signed an MOU with Avada Group to invest 20,000 crore over the next 5 years. So which is it? It is your REC Limited, right? They signed an MOU with Avada Group, correct? And this MOU was signed with REC Limited, that is Rural Electrification Corporation Limited. Under this, Avada will be investing 20,000 crore rupees, correct, over the next 5 years. This MOU is inked on the sidelines of the 4th meeting of Energy Transition Working Group meeting that was held in Goa, correct? Here, this Avada will be investing in various renewable energy projects that is related to solar energy, right? Solar panels, solar photovoltaic manufacturing, then wind manufacturing, and other hybrid projects as well. Correct? Next, which ministry or company recently won the best engagement category for its achievement on e-procurement through the government e-marketplace? It is your Ministry of Coal, and we know this GEM portal, that is government e-marketplace, is basically to sell various products, raw materials, and your services online, correct? And in this, the best engagement category, under the best engagement category for the achievement of the procurement through government e-marketplace, it is your Ministry of Coal that has won the, or it was awarded with this best engagement category, right? Mark this. Then remember, during the financial year 23 to 24, the coal public sector undertaking has shown a steady confidence in the GEM by publishing bids worth 21,500 crore rupees. So here we can say the coal, that the raw coal can be sold through this government e-marketplace. Also, Coal India Limited, remember, they have been awarded with the Rising Star by the GEM portal, correct? Next, who has been recently appointed as the Managing Director of Life Insurance Corporation of India? He will be Satpal Bhanu, right? He has been appointed as the MD of Life Insurance Corporation with effect from 30 with current effect, right? And he will be in this position till 31st of December 2025, correct? Or further orders are received. Apart from this, he will be succeeding whom? He will be succeeding Siddharth Mohati, who was appointed as the chairman of LIC in April 2023. Correct? Next, which company recently signed a 7 to 9 billion deal to import liquefied natural gas from the UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi National Oil Company Gas PLC? So which is it? It is your Indian Oil Company, right? It is your Indian Oil Corporation. They recently signed a $7 to $9 billion deal. Correct? It is to import LNG, that is liquefied natural gas, from UAE company. Correct? And this deal for this $7 to $9 billion is for the next 14 years. Correct? And this will begin in 2026. Right? So it is your Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Next, in which state Kakrapur Atomic Power Project is located? So this Kakrapur Atomic Power Project is located in the state of Gujarat, right? And it is India's first domestically developed 700 megawatt nuclear power reactor that is located at Kakrapur Atomic Power Project, that is in Gujarat, right? And this has recently commenced their commercial operation. Apart from this, who is building this? It is your National Power Corporation of India Limited. They are building two such 700 megawatt pressurized heavy water reactors at Kakrapur, which is also home to 220 megawatt power plants. Next is, which organization has recently signed a memorandum of association with India Chambers of Business and Commerce to promote India as the global hub in healthcare manufacturing? So which is it? It is your ICMR, that is Indian Council of Medical Research. They signed a memorandum of agreement to promote India as a global hub for healthcare manufacturing and delivery of various healthcare equipments, medicines, etc. Right? This will help to build a strong healthcare ecosystem in India, and this will attract various investment in future in the healthcare sector. Correct? So it is ICMR. They recently signed this memorandum of agreement with whom? With Indian Chamber, that is India Chamber of Business and Commerce, and it was to promote India as the global hub for the healthcare manufacturing. See, India is focusing on manufacturing more, right? We want to build industries here. We want to increase the manufacturing capacity of India. Next is, which among the following are correct with respect to the steps taken by NITI Aayog in July? Among these, the NITI Aayog released a revamped India Energy Security Scenario 2047 report. Option A is correct. Second, IESS 2047 is a user-friendly interactive tool that can help ministries, departments to develop a variety of energy transition scenarios to achieve net zero. Option B is also correct. C, NITI Aayog in collaboration with energy and climate think tank Vasudha Foundation released the India Climate Energy Dashboard 3.0 during the 14th Clean Energy Ministerial Meet in Goa. So option C is also correct here. Next, which city has recently got India's first construction innovation hub that will serve as a platform to promote innovation and entrepreneurship? It is Kochi, Kerala. Important, right? Here we will be promoting innovation. Here we will be promoting entrepreneurship around sustainable and affordable buildings. Correct? This will promote innovation in the sector of development of buildings, manufacturing, infrastructure making. Correct? How we can do research and development and new type of construction can be done. So for the same, India's first construction innovation hub was set up, and where was this? It was in Kochi, Kerala. Correct? And this was launched under the Kusum, that is your Kerala Startup Mission of Kochi. Correct? Of Kerala, sorry. Next, name the IIT that recently signed an MOU with Indian Council of World Affairs to work together to expand awareness and knowledge on international affairs and Indian foreign policy. It is IIT Guwahati. Correct? So it is IIT Guwahati of Assam. They signed a memorandum of understanding with Indian Council of World Affairs, and it is to work together to expand awareness and knowledge on international affairs and Indian foreign policy. This MOU aims to address the challenges and opportunities in the global arena and share the vision of G20 theme, that is One Earth, One Family, One Future, or Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. Next, name the bank that recently launched Resources Acquisition Center to build up a deposit portfolio. It is your Indian Bank, right? Indian Bank, that is the 7th largest public sector bank. They have launched this Resources Acquisition Center RAC, and it is to bolster their retail deposit business portfolio. Correct? The bank plans to establish 20 RACs, that is your resource acquisition centers, at ultra potential locations. The inauguration ceremony of the first RAC will be in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Correct? So they are being built by these RACs, resource acquisition centers are being built by Indian Bank, and the first will be inaugurated in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it is to build up the deposit portfolio. Next, when was the National Flag Adoption Day observed across India? So when was the National Flag Adoption Day observed across India? It is 22nd of July, right? And it is to why do we observe this day? Because in 1947 on 22nd of July we adopted our tricolor, that is Tiranga, correct? And it is in the 2:3, that is width ratio length, correct? And the top color is kesari, that is orange, then white, then green, and the spokes in between, it has 24 spokes, and it is Ashoka chakra. Next, which state government recently, along with the World Economic Forum, launched Sagu Bagu Agriculture Advancement Projects Phase 1 Insight Report? So this Sagu Bagu is the project of Telangana state, correct? And the project aims to provide AI based agri-tech services, right? And this is AI based agri-tech services will be provided to the farmers of which state? It will be provided to the farmers of Telangana. So question can be asked that under which project AI based agri-tech services will be provided to farmers in Telangana? It is your Sagu Bagu project, right? And the phase 1 of it has been recently launched. Then apart from this, remember artificial intelligence for agriculture innovation, right? This was launched recently, and this is basically to provide 7,000 farmers or 7,000 chili farmers in Telangana benefit, correct? It is an initiative between Telangana government and your World Economic Forum, that is AI for AI, that is artificial intelligence for agriculture innovation. So question can be asked that this AI for AI, this is a program with which organization and which state government? It is between Telangana government and World Economic Forum. Next, as of 24th of July, Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated an aviation security control center for how many airports? For 66 airports under Central Industrial Security Force cover, right? So how many aviation security control centers were recently, or how many airports were recently inaugurated under this Central Industrial Security Force cover? So remember, Union Minister Amit Shah inaugurated an aviation security control center for 66 airports under this Central Industrial Security Force. This aviation security control center, right, this will have 24/7 time or 24/7 real time data monitoring, correct? And the Central Industrial Security Force, this is the National Civil Aviation Protection Force that guards 66 passenger airports out of a total of 134 operational in the. Then if I ask you some questions, recently India and Kenya government, they recently co-hosted an International Millets Festival, right? Then recently, which state became the India's largest MFI market? It is your Bihar has taken over Tamil Nadu to become India's MFI market. Then remember Mishti. Mishti scheme is basically for mangrove protection, right, or mangrove plantation. And recently it was Gujarat government that signed 6 MOUs for mangrove plantation under Mishti scheme. Then Mo Jungle Jami Yojana. This Mo Jungle Jami Yojana was launched by which state? It was launched by Odisha government, correct? Then recently India along with which country? Along with Panama recently signed an MOU for electoral corporation. Then Urban 20 Mayoral Summit was held in Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar. Next, if I ask you India's first Vedic themed park, where is this? It is in Noida, correct? Then recently, remember Amma Pokhari. This is to rejuvenate the water bodies of which state? Of Odisha state. Then recently, remember third Trade and Investment Working Group meeting held where? In Kevadia. Then apart from this, India Literacy House in Lucknow will be a tourist destination with a museum now, correct? Then Indian Mango Festival, right? This was inaugurated where? It was inaugurated in Russia, right? And it is Amras. By the name Amras, this Indian Mango Festival was inaugurated in Russia. Then Operation Border Sword. It is an operation between India and United States of America. Next, remember India and Bangladesh, they will be trading in Indian rupees now. Correct? Then India got their 36th edition of Tamil Nadu's first flying training organization. Right? Which state topped in the grievance redressal index? It is Sikkim that has topped among the bigger states in the, Sikkim has topped among the smaller states, and UP has topped among the larger states in terms of the grievance redressal index, right? Then recently, which IIT researchers developed AI based model for knee x-ray? It is your IIT Guwahati. Then trillion dollar economy by 2028 was targeted by Maharashtra government, right? Maharashtra state stated they will achieve a $1 trillion economy by 2028. Then what is the name of India's first regional AI news anchor? It is Lisa. Important, take a note of it. Mobile Dost app. This was launched by Jammu and Kashmir. Next question is, which two corporations signed an MOU for 5 lakh crore rupees pact with clean energy companies, right? So this pact for 5 lakh crore rupees was signed with which clean energy companies? As the name suggests, it was with clean energy companies, right? So basically we can say that we are generally talking about shifting from non-renewable sources of energy to renewable sources of energy. Correct? Even recently United Nation used to call it global warming, right? But now in their recent latest report they called it global boiling, because this year the month of July was the hottest month ever recorded in the history, correct? And that is the reason UN has started calling it as UN global boiling, correct? So which two corporations they signed this MOU for 5 lakh crore rupees pact with clean energy companies to bring a change? And this contract or this MOU was signed during a green finance summit. Green finance summit. And this green finance summit, where was this held? This was held in the Goa. So it is your PFC, that is Power Finance Corporation, and your REC, that is Rural Electrification Corporation. They signed MOU worth 5 lakh crore rupees, and that is with renewable energy, or we can say clean energy companies, correct? Here PFC they signed the pact worth 2.37 lakh crore rupees with 20 companies in the clean energy space, and REC they have signed this 2.75 lakh crore rupees contracts. This MOU was signed for various solar energy, wind energy, green hydrogen, battery storage, electric vehicle companies, etc. Correct? And this Green Finance Summit, remember, the summit is organized by REC Limited in partnership with Government of India's G20 presidency, right? This was on the sidelines of the 14th Clean Energy Ministerial Meet and the 8th Mission Innovation Mission, the meet that was held in Goa, that was between 19 to 22nd of July. Correct? So remember, these two organizations signed MOU worth 5 lakh crore rupees with clean energy companies. And this was during the Green Finance Summit that was held in Goa. Which country has won Dhofar Municipality Men's Junior Asia Cup 2023, that is a Men's International Under 21 Field Hockey Championship? So remember, it is our India who have won this Dhofar Municipality Men's Junior Asia Cup, that is a Men's International Under 21 Field Hockey Championship, correct? And here India defeated which country? India defeated Pakistan in the finals, right? And this marks India's fourth Men's Junior Asia Cup title. So this is the fourth time that India has won this field hockey championship. Correct. Then the tournament was organized by Asian Hockey Federation, and it was held from 23rd of May till 1st of June, and it was held where? It was held in Oman. The location was Oman. Correct. And apart from this, it was India's fourth title. Before this, India has won in 2004, 2005, 2008, not 5, 2004, 2008, 2015, and now in 2023. Name the personality who recently won the F1 2023 Spanish Grand Prix. So this Spanish Grand Prix for the year 2023 was won by Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is a Belgian Dutch racer, correct? He drives for Red Bull, correct? And he has recently won this Spanish Grand Prix 2023. Then who was on the second position? Lewis Hamilton. He drives for Mercedes and he's a British racer, correct? And then on the third position was George Russell. Then remember, this was the fifth season win, correct, and third in a row for Max Verstappen. And in the year 2023, it was the 63rd edition of the Spanish Grand Prix that was held. And who won it? It was, or he was, Max Verstappen who won this championship. Name the personality who recently won the 2023 Superbeat Rapids and Blitz that was held in Warsaw. I repeat, name the personality who recently won the 2023 Superbeat Rapids and Blitz Poland that was held in Warsaw. So remember, who is the world number 1 chess player? Magnus Carlsen of Norway. He won the Superbats Rapids and Blitz Poland in Warsaw, correct? This game or this event is related to chess, correct? And he was awarded with $40,000 in prize money, correct? And remember, the Superbat Rapids and Blitz Poland is the second stage of the 2023 Grand Chess Tour, a series of 5 events with a total prize fund of $1.4 million. And Magnus Carlsen, world's number 1 chess player, has won it. Next, name the Indian long jumper who has recently secured third place by jumping 8.09 meter in the long jump men's event at the Paris Diamond League 2023. He will be Murali Sri Shankar, right? I repeat, 24 Indian old long jumper and Commonwealth Games silver medalist Murali Sri Shankar secured the third place or has won the bronze medal in the long jump men's event. In the long jump men's category at the Paris Diamond League 2023 that was held in Paris, France, and he jumped 8.09 meter in his third attempt, correct? Then remember, with this bronze medal, he became third Indian after Olympic champion javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra and discus thrower Vikas Gowda to finish on the podium in the Diamond League. So coming back, Murali Sri Shankar secured the third position, that is bronze medal in this long jump event at the Paris Diamond League with a throw of 8.09 meter. Next, which state has recently launched Gaj Kotha, the campaign to address the growing problems of human-elephant conflict? So this Gaj Kotha, this campaign was to address the growing problems of human-elephant conflict, right? This Gaj Kotha campaign involves 1,200 participants and aims to provide coexistence between humans and elephants, right? So this is your Gaj Kotha, and this was a question can be asked that this Kotha or this campaign is of which state? It is of Assam state, and it is important, right? And it is basically to educate the residents that how both humans and elephants can live together, correct? And this is a human elephant conflict campaign, Gaja Kotha, correct? Gaja, basically in Hindi we call this to elephant, right? So friends, these were your important current affairs for the third week of July month, and I hope the session was interesting. If you find the session to be interesting and if you want us to continue with such sessions in future, then all you have to do is like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.